If you talk to girls using the words that you know, you will get rejected. But if you talk to girls using God's word, then you must get her. Now, what is God? God is your unconditioned state of awareness. During a deep meditative session, you will find a silence, a space where there are no thoughts. That is God. Now, if you can impress certain messages in this unconditioned state of awareness that is using God's word. So, what I mean is, after going into a certain meditative state, if you can impress, if you can create a certain imaginal act where you are already with the girl that you desire, where she is already complimenting you, saying things like, "Oh my God, you're so amazing. I'm so lucky to meet a guy like you." If you can imagine, she is touching you, she is trying to kiss you, you are already holding her in your arms, then this imagination is God's word. This God's word, this imagination will get outpictured into your visible three-dimensional reality. And whatever you have imagined in your mind will actually happen in your physical personal world. And I understood this spiritual principle during COVID lockdown when I was not allowed to game anyone because I had to stay within the confines of my own home. And then I started to develop anxiety and panic attacks. To heal these annoying mental health issues, I decided to turn inwards. I started meditating. I started learning about spirituality, consciousness, visualization. And that's when I realized that yogis have always called our visible, personal, physical reality, this three-dimensional reality, as Maya. Maya means illusion, just a magical lie. Your visible personal world is a magical lie because it's just an extension of your own mind. If you have impressed negative mental imagery, negative feelings in your mind, then your mind will extend as a personal reality and you will face terrible life circumstances. So right now, if you're facing anything in your life that do not please you, then you have consciously or most likely unconsciously impressed bad imaginal pictures, bad feelings in your mind. You have used God's word which are negative, and because you have used negative God's word, you're not getting the desired outcome from girls. So stop worrying about all these pickup techniques and dating tricks and psychology techniques in order to get the girl. Stop listening to pickup artists and dating gurus on the internet. They do not know what they are talking about. They think that their openers or funny stories or negs or DHB stories or closing sequence is helping them get the girl, but they are wrong. They have unconsciously programmed their subconscious mind. They have unconsciously impressed a message in their unconditioned state of awareness where they can get the girl that they like effortlessly. Or maybe not the girl they like, but at least they have impressed a message where they can get the girls in their visible world. But in this video, you're going to learn the actual principle, actual spiritual principle of impressing certain messages, impressing certain God's words into your subconscious mind so that that will get externalized into your visible world. Whatever you have imagined will actually happen. If you imagine that you are already with the girl that you desire, that will actually take place in your personal world. So, in order to use God's word, what you first have to do is get into a receptive attitude of mind, go into a certain meditative state. And that is done through Yoga Nidra. Yoga Nidra, or non-sleep deep rest protocol, is a process where you guide your attention through your body parts one by one until you achieve a certain sense of relaxation. This is when your breathing rate starts to slow down. Your breathing rate slows down, your brain waves start to slow down as well. Now your brain waves will be turning into alpha brainwaves and theta brainwaves from beta brainwaves. Right now, you're producing beta brainwaves. Now, when your brain is producing these slow, coherent, beautiful alpha brainwaves and theta brainwaves, your brain will be able to think in pictures. You'll be able to visualize clearly and strongly. Now, what you're going to do is you start to create an imaginal act where you are already talking to the girls that you desire. They are already falling in love with you. They are touching you. You're kissing them. They are complimenting you. You are smelling their perfume. You guys are watching a beautiful mountain range or a beach together. You provide all the sensory vividness to this imagination. And that is you using God's word. When you provide all the sensory vividness, the things that you can see, hear, taste, touch, smell, then this imagination, this God's word will actually get impressed into your brain. Now, the third step is being able to hold your attention on this imaginal act and mentally rehearse it over and over and over again until you start to feel the feelings of joy or satisfaction or gratitude or victory. But this is difficult because your attention has a very monkey-like nature. It likes to go to one past traumatic event, or it starts to anticipate the worst-case scenario where the girl that you desire is slapping you or rejecting you. But if you're disciplined enough and you're able to hold your attention on this imagination where girls are falling in love with you, or you're super powerful, or you're super attractive, then you're going to feel all these wonderful, positive, elevated emotions. Now what you've just done is you have combined imagination with elevated feeling. This imagination plus feeling is a God's word that is ready to go and impregnate your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind receives this God's words, this imagination plus feeling, and it is going to get so thrilled. Your subconscious mind is going to get so powerful that it is going to bend reality, bend physical reality until your visualization actually starts to appear. Girls in your visible world will start to lose free will because you have impressed this imagination plus feeling in your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is that powerful. It is going to make everyone in your visible world lose free will, and you will be moved into one situation after another, and suddenly everything that you have visualized will actually happen to you in the most unexpected manner. I want you to do this meditation process every night before going to bed for at least 30 days, because you have to be able to train your imagination, provide all the sensory vividness to it. You have to be able to train your attention, just keep your attention on this imagination. You have to be able to hold these positive elevated feelings for a long period of time. But a normal human being has a shit imagination, shit attention. He cannot hold positive feelings because he has practiced feeling unworthy, bored. Yeah, he has practiced feeling negative emotion for the majority portion of his life. So at least give yourself 1 month in order to master this technique. And then you will be able to use God's word in order to get the girl that you desire. Another thing that I must tell you is when you do this meditation, you consider yourself to be a scientist of your own life. You're just doing your experiment as you go to bed at night. You wake up in the morning and you forget about the experiment. Don't become anxious or concerned by always thinking about whether or not your visualization is going to happen, because that concerned attitude is going to push your visualization further away. But if you just do your experiment and you wake up in the morning and just live your life normally, you become a magnet for all the wonderful circumstances to come towards you. This is how you use God's word in order to attract, in order to get, in order to magnetize the girl that you want. You do not have to rely on outer game tactics, on this pickup tactics, on this dating tricks and advices from pickup gurus in order to get the girl. You can simply use your mind, your body, your feelings in order to get the girl that you want. Now, if you want one-on-one personalized coaching from me, where I will help you develop a very strong imagination, a very strong attention, your ability to hold positive feelings, and so many other different aspects of meditation so that you can touch that unconditioned state of awareness and get the girls that you desire without having to rely on any outer game tactics, any fake pickup techniques, then message me on my Gmail or my WhatsApp, which are linked in the description box down below and the pinned comment section down below as well. Subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.